Hey everyone, it's been a long time since I've done a music related video. Um, my name is Matt Pugliese. I am a solo guitarist and songwriter, and I have music on the Bandcamp website. I will probably have a link for that on the in the notes below this video. And anyway, the reason for this video is I live in Denver, Colorado, and my parents live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And every time I go back, just about every time, my father asks me, "Hey, son, can you show me how to play this on the guitar or teach me how to do that on the guitar?" Whatever the case is. And we've done that a number of times. And he's been at it for a while now. And he's made progress, baby steps, but he's still making progress and enjoying it. And one of the things that came across to me was what does it take to get that person starting on the guitar at any point in time, the ability to get from point A to point B? Well, it's not spending hours per day on something. It's not trying to play the hardest thing that's out there. Basically, it could be anything. And what the key ingredient is to get to from point A to point B is confidence. So, keeping your head up and staying confident is truly the item to practice and emphasize when you're learning not just the guitar, but any other kind of thing that you want to pursue in life. Because if you're not confident, if you're not happy about something, then why even bother, right? So that's pretty much the point behind this video is being confident and maintaining your confidence as you're learning to play the guitar. So I want to point out a couple of things real quick on that. First, you got to ask yourself, why do you want to play the guitar? 9 times out of 10, most people want to play the guitar because they heard a piece of music or they have a friend that plays the guitar and they're like, oh, that's really cool. I love that. I love the sound of the guitar. I love, the solos and, I love hearing that person's voice and the guitar behind it. It's something I want to try. It's usually something like that that pretty much acts as the spawn for anyone to try the guitar. So after you've established that and you've said to yourself, okay, I want to play the guitar, well, what do you do? How do I learn how to play those songs? Or how do I get to the point where I could play a solo and make my fingers move on the fretboard? Well, pretty much that's going to be setting goals for yourself. So that's one of the very first things that you want to do is you want to say, okay, I want to be able to play a song like that. I want to be able to, strum the chords, or I want to be able to do the chords and do a solo pretty much. And then after you set those goals, well, how often do I need to practice? Do I have to practice hours a day? Do I have to play until my fingers bleed? And the answer to that is no. When you're starting off on the guitar, you don't want to play too much because what that leads to, and I have crossed this bridge myself, is being confused and being at a point where you really don't know where to go. You try all these things out, and if you're only able to maybe do one out of like say 3 or 4 things, you're like, well, okay, I can kind of do this, but what about that? And what if I want to do that? And the questions start to compound, and then you get lost. So basically, what you want to do as far as setting aside an amount of time to do this, if you could do it every day, that's what I recommend. That's good. And I suggest 15 minutes a day. So you want to set aside your goals, and as far as the number of goals, no more than 2 at a time, and set aside 15 minutes a day to pursue those goals. And are you going to meet those goals in a week, 2 weeks, a month, 2 months? That's kind of up to you and how much time you put into it. It's different for everybody too. I don't know how long it took for me to be able to strum chords and solo and be able to identify what kind of scales I could use over what chord patterns. I mean, it just took me time and patience. And that's what it's going to take you or anybody else. So set your goals, no more than 2 a day, and 15 minutes at most per day, or however many times you can per week. And the last thing is, do not give up. You're going to run into moments where you're going to try doing one thing 10 times, 15 times, 20 times, and it's still going to sound like shit probably. You're probably going to get, a chord, and you're going to be able to play it, but there might be that one note in the chord, and you're having a hard time bending your fingers that way to make that note come out. But you're going to go through that. That's going to be one of the hurdles of learning the instrument. But what you've just got to remember is, okay, I have a goal to play this. I have to keep going. If I don't keep going, I'm not going to get it. So don't give up. That's the last piece of advice I'm going to give right now. So set goals, no more than 2 at a time, 15 minutes per day, or 15 minutes a day, however many times you can do it per week, and do not give up. Keep practicing, and thank you for watching this video.